All right, TV lovers, I got one of your favorite TV families from Welcome to Sweetie Pies, Miss Robbie and Tim. I wanted to talk to you guys about this new season because now you guys have been on the Oprah Winfrey Network for 5 years. So how does it feel to not be new to this? Like comparing how it felt when you first started to now being kind of accustomed to the process.
Ladies first.
Well, to me, I'm amazed that we're still here, telling our story and exposing our family to the world, all the ups and downs we have, and thankful for OWN to even give us the opportunity to still be here.
Yeah.
10th premiere, man. When we started this, we were just hoping to get the number two, season number two,
Or
premiere
number
two.
one, let it
Yeah,
make
get
it
through
through,
number
right?
one. Now we are 10 cycles later, man. It's amazing.
It really is.
I love your hair. You change your hair every time I
Because
see you.
it's my prerogative.
Y'all just got too many ways to trick guys nowadays. Some women out in LA be tricking me all the time because
Well,
look, they got implants in their bust, lip implants.
I got implants.
Not only has I'm sure like just your relationship because of being on TV with your family must have had some type of change because of it, but your business has changed. You went from a big small business in St. Louis and now a franchisee. How has that growth been for you guys as a business, as entrepreneurs, from where you first seen Sweetie Pies when you conceived it, Miss Robbie?
Right. Well, it's amazing. I mean, the TV show increased our business like 4 or 5 times. I mean, it was something that we couldn't have done without the TV show. I mean, people are coming from all over the world. We turned into being a tour spot for all the buses, and people come from all the cities and stuff to eat at Sweetie Pies. Without this TV show, none of that would be possible.
How about like a crab leg omelet?
I think that would be bomb.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Be bomb.
You know what I'm saying?
Crab leg
I'm definitely not messing with the gluten-free.
I like the gluten.
Gluten tastes pretty good.
Damn good.
Okay, and for you, Tim, I know you've been a big part of the expansion and for better or for worse, in the opinions of the family, and sometimes. But how has it been for you as connecting the business with what's happened with the explosion from TV to start to lead into a franchisee?
Yeah, it's
Franchise.
hard because growing pains. That's the main word I can say, growing pains, man. Because we still are a family-run business. So with that, we did not have the infrastructure, and we're still trying to build the infrastructure to handle our rapid growth. We have so many possibilities. Just right now, we're trying to get set up as best as possible to handle the growth with all the business. I mean, we opened Inglewood, and we didn't tell anybody. We had a line down the street. And that's why without us even announcing that the restaurant was even open, man. So it's difficult. Expanding that fast, and I'm not saying that I'm making all the right steps. I'm just doing the best I can and trying to make moves to capture this opportunity while we can. But I always say that every other culture is represented in America for us having their own huge business successes. The Asians, Latinos, or even people coming from the Middle East, they come over to our country and do well. There are not very many African American businesses that lead the way a champion. There aren't any black restaurant franchises, even franchises overall, not just restaurants. But you have Latinos, you have Asians, you have Middle Eastern. So why are we such a large, prominent part of America? And everybody wants to be, and they emulate and love our culture, but we are not doing the best we can to blow ourselves up, to say. I went to prison at the age of 17. That's where I spent 10 years of my life.
I never imagined this was this bad.
I'm second guessing my decision to try to open 2 restaurants at the same time. How much does it cost to finish it up? The cost is...
Welcome to
And Tim, I mean, the show is inspiring for a number of reasons: for family, for business, for people that just enjoy to have a laugh. But your story as being a ex-con to now a successful entrepreneur, what would you say to some of the people that that weren't locked up with you in St. Louis, but they're somewhere else in the country doing time and about to get out and trying to figure out how to get on their feet? Like, what would you say is some of the things that helped you get through that process?
Well, you know, myself, I had a strong family support system. Everybody's not had that, man. But I will say your past does not have to dictate your future, man. No matter what, you can be more than what people expect you to be. You know, don't let what people tell you what you should be or what you can't do or what you should be doing. Don't let that dictate your mind frame, man. If you want to do something, get out there and try to do it. I mean, everybody you have to work for it and seek it. If you work for it and reach for it, you're eventually going to obtain it.
Okay.
And I say, if you're a family member of somebody that's been incarcerated, support them, give them so they can get over their prison life. And that's the reason they all go back, because they can't find jobs. And if you're an entrepreneur, give them a job, give them a chance. I mean, they need a chance. We all need a second chance. That's what we got when we got this TV show. It was a second chance. It was a break.
And speaking of second chances, not that you needed one, but you were a successful singer, and now you're relaunching that part of your career, which you've taken a break from and starting Sweetie Pies. How does it feel to? How does it feel? Like what got you there to want to get back?
Well, you know, when I was in the singing business, I was always working with somebody else. But when I started out, I was a soloist. Excuse me. But now there's an opportunity. Now I'm doing things that I want to do, and this is one of the things that I've always wanted to do. I write songs. I know how to produce. I know how to put a record together. So I decided that now is the time that I would do it. If I don't do it now, when? So I got the opportunity, and I should have some songs out on, what is it called, Tim?
No,
iTunes.
Yeah, iTunes.
Yeah.
You got, Miss Robbie. You know, we got Miss Robbie doing the Sweetie Pie on iTunes right now. We got some more songs on the way. Look out. She gonna have her Twitter. Her Twitter gonna be popping. She gonna have Snapchat. She gonna be on Vine. What else? What else she gonna be doing?
I'm going for a Grammy.
She going for a Grammy. Check out IG out.
Number
Facebook.
one with a bullet. See, that's back in my days. I don't think they do that anymore.
What's that?
Billboard.
Billboard.
We got number one. You got number 7. So I'm headed for all. I'm trying to do all that. I want to do the things I didn't do before.
I hear that.
And we're selling chicken too. We're selling CDs and chicken.
I know there's positives and negatives of being on TV.
Yes.
As far as like dealing with the recent family tragedy that you guys are dealing with, how would you say having a TV family helped you deal with that more, or was it harder to deal with having cameras and having to deal with something so personal and tragic?
Well, for me, it helped because people, our audience was so supportive. They sent flowers, cards. In fact, they're still doing. They're praying for us. I mean, it's just because they've lost somebody in their family. So I think it helped me, gave me the strength to keep going. And then plus we got this business that we can't just shut down because of this tragedy. But we were devastated by the loss of my grandson. But the whole world was there praying for us. And we're pulling through. We're still devastated.
And last question, I know you guys have some legal litigation that y'all probably can't speak on in detail, but I mean, as a family, and as business partners, how do you, continue to like push forward and get to the bigger mission when you have like little disagreements or stuff that you have to get taken care of on the business end? Like,
well, for me, I mean, I'm family first. This is my son. He's first. If we close the restaurants today or tomorrow, we'll still be family. So this is just where we're on different pages and need an outsider to work it out. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, she sued me for $100 million, but I'm going to pay
This
it
boy
back.
ain't got $100.
One chicken wing, I'm selling chicken wing at a time. I'm selling 100 million chicken wings. So everybody right now, Tim needs to sell 100 million chicken wings. And Miss Robbie is telling the judge she won $100 million from Tim. So y'all got to keep on watching and see how Tim sell these 100 million chicken wings in Los Angeles, then maybe Houston, maybe Vegas. We're going to keep on going. Watch.
And I'm coming for my 100 million chicken wings.
I got it, yeah.
That's right.
I got a hot sauce too.
all right, thank you guys.
I don't eat hot sauce. Thank you.
Oh, can you just tell everybody like when the season's premiering and of course what network?
It's on the OWN channel, November the 19th, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Am I right? All right. November the 19th, please tune in. Welcome to Sweetie Pies.
Only on OWN.
Welcome to Sweetie Pies, part of Saturday Nights on OWN.